As you guys can probably guess by now, I really like this wave. We're about to take on both the Fruit and Boomerang Cup. You guys still haven't even seen my opinions on these tracks, so here we go, 150cc against the CPUs, because on online, I couldn't get the tracks to show up. First track, Amsterdam Drift, and I still can't believe Berlin Byways has a shortcut. Reading the comments this morning, you guys were just as surprised as I was, and that was really fun to see. I mean, it truly is shocking. What's gonna happen next? What does Wave 5 and 6 have in store for us? Just the fact that they rebalance some of the character strats, like how does that change time trials? If a baby had the world record and then all of a sudden the baby's got a speed bonus on this update, which is what I've heard, doesn't that completely change the time trial scope of things? Like how will the ghosts even function with the new character stats, like the old ghosts? Or did the stats not actually affect time trials? I'm really curious. Anyway, Amsterdam Drift, ladies and gentlemen, this is really cool. I mean, the Moo Farm like section plays beautifully, and I'm just excited to play a city track that is not on the road the whole time. Tracks like Tokyo Blur and London Loop, where you're just on the road the entire time and it just kind of blends together. It doesn't have that unique feeling that something like this does, and I played this one yesterday for the first time, of course, and I was pleasantly surprised. All three city tracks are really high level and high effort. I mean, you can't say the same about all the city tracks. Like when you play Tokyo Blur, you feel bad because you're like, most of the people that play this game out of every city probably live in Tokyo. Based on whenever I play online, I feel like 10 out of 12 players will be Japanese. So you would think they would put more effort in the Tokyo track than the rest of them, but that is not the case. The Tokyo track had the least amount of effort, and this one's phenomenal. And once we get to Singapore Speedway later and Bangkok Rush, you guys are in for a treat. I mean, oh, this is beautiful. Wow, I forgot how great this part looked. So I've only played most of the tracks like one time. I did not get a full DLC session in. I tried to play online and was totally just met with disappointment. I played one DLC track in an hour. I'm not gonna even upload it. I'm so upset. We played Amsterdam Drift and they were showing up and people were not voting them. And I was like, if you don't have the DLC Booster Course Pass, can you not vote the DLC? I mean, I'm pretty sure you can, but people were not voting the DLC tracks and I was so upset. Anyway, Amsterdam Drift, really good. I would give it A tier first impression. Riverside Park. I played Super Circuit more than half the Mario Kart games, so almost no one was more thrilled to see Riverside Park than me. Although, I mean, I do like Lakeside Park a little better. This one is fun though, and I love what they did with it. The waterfall looks glorious, and the colored brick walls bring back the nostalgia, so you gotta love to see it. And I mean, the twirling tiptoe ballerina piranha plants are a nice touch as well. Now, one thing I'm noticing, and I'm sure you guys did too right away, if you played CTGP, you know the shortcuts. You guys know the big shortcuts on this level, and you know, I don't see any shortcuts. I don't see any shortcuts yet. Granted, shortcuts can be found. Sometimes people get clever, but I don't see anything that really stands out. Though I did find a long cut, and I'm saying it's a long cut because even though it's a shortcut, I don't think it's faster. So I may show that in a YouTube short in the next few days. We'll see. And I mean, I can't really fully gauge, like these are just first impression opinions on the track, but you know, visuals are great. It's a smooth track. I don't really have any problems with it. I wish there was at least one or two alternate routes / shortcuts to match how it felt in the Super Circuit. But I really can't complain. I mean, overall, Nintendo knows what they're doing with the GBA tracks. Like, they completely reinvent them. They change the layouts. Like, Riverside Park is pretty different on this section, especially because there's the big shortcut right here, where you can go across the pond, where you know, it's a bridge in Mario Kart Wii CTGP, but it's like a little shallow water section when you're playing Super Circuit. And I mean, The piranhas are not that bad. I thought because they seem to move erratically, I thought they'd be more like the Shy Guy Beach crabs, but not even. They don't seem to be too much of a threat, but when you're dealing with other racers trying to get item boxes and then maybe not focusing on them, I can imagine they could get in your way. Wow. It's actually in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. We have Maple Treeway, Coconut Mall, Mushroom Gorge, DK Summit. I mean, if we get Dry Ruins and Bowser's Castle and Rainbow Road, I mean, we're gonna get Rainbow Road, come on. But I mean, I love the Wii tracks. I mean, they're doing a great job. Coconut Mall, pretty good. But Mushroom Gorge, Maple Treeway, DK Summit, nailed it. A tier for Riverside Park. S tier for DK Summit. And no, we do not even have to play the track. We're already giving it S tier. The double shortcut works. S tier. And I think it's faster to do this. I mean, I don't know. It just feels really great to go off those zipper ramps in this game. Like, they cut a stupid amount of time. Shroomless! Into the snow. Like this is a mushroom boost right here. Like, can we do turn skip? Like Mario Kart Wii? Yes, let's go. Like, you see how much boost you get? It's just stupid. Is literally a mushroom. I mean, I think Nintendo really wanted us to use the new mechanic. Those half-pipe zippers, they did not exist before, what, I want to say Merry Mountain. So, you know, brand new with the DLC, Nintendo wants the new mechanic to get some limelight. And, wow, I mean, it's just such a bigger boost than you get off going off like the jump ramps, for example. Alright, we're gonna do single shortcut now. We're gonna get a little less fancy. Oh, okay, I was probably gonna fall off right there, but the blue shell saved me, so thank you, blue shell. Appreciate it. And this track really does feel Mario Kart Wii-ified in all the best ways. Like, they did not neuter the track at all. Like, I don't know who these people are that made the booster course pass. Are they the exact same team that worked on the original game? I do not know, but it really feels like a different team. And it kind of felt that way when I was playing the Wii U DLC back in 2015 with just like the big blue shortcut and Dragon Driftway. I was like, wow, the DLC is better than the base game. Like, they actually allowed for shortcuts. And that was not a thing in the base game at all. Lakitu grabs you if you go even 1 inch off the track. So Nintendo clearly has changed their mind, and it makes me so happy. Now we're going the long way. Oh, no, Birdo. Not today. And yes, I'm sure some of you have noticed by now, but I'm changing Birdo every single race. Because, I mean, there's 8 new Birdo colors. There's 8 new tracks. It only made sense in my head. All right, and last corner, and oh my gosh, it's such a joy. It's going to be crazy on 200cc. Just imagine the Mario Kart physics for the win moments we're going to have on 200. I mean, it's going to be such a joy. I can't wait to play DK Summit online with you guys. You'll be getting a 150cc and a 200cc online video before you know it. That one's S tier, obviously. All right, Yoshi's Island. And there's a lot to comment on this one. First of all, really happy to have a track from Yoshi's Island. Popular game franchise, good games. And it was long overdue. Yoshi, very popular character in the Mario Kart world. One of the most popular characters. And I mean, we had Yoshi's Circuit, and it was an island shaped like a Yoshi. It probably should have been called Yoshi's Island, but I'm happy that we finally got Yoshi's Island. So we got more underwater sections. Nintendo's bringing back the underwater in Wave 4. Gotta love to see it. We got plenty of glider sections as well as a new mechanic. Oh, the sound when you hit the coins. Oh, that is great. That is addicting. It just makes me want to hit the coins even more. Alright, this part right here kind of got the Sunshine Airport feeling. Oh, I missed it. No! Okay, well, I'll try lap 2 and 3. But, oh, the CPU hit it, and that is really cool. So that means if the player behind you hits the block and gets the red ramp to appear, then you can also take the shortcut. I love that. Really cool. Okay, I'm trying just to focus on the visuals and the track and not get too carried away front running and worrying about lines or anything. I'm mainly just keeping my eyeballs peeled. And there is something I want to mention. This turn right here. If you cut this turn with the mushroom, you actually stick upon landing back on the mainland from the off-road, and that is really cool because otherwise the shortcut would just fling you so far into no man's land. So good job, Nintendo. All right, we hit it that time. I imagine it'd be a lot more difficult on 200cc. Yeah, that's a really satisfying shortcut. It's so fun. Like, what a clever idea for a shortcut. It kind of reminds me of Hyrule Circuit, having to hit the 3 spin boosters to get the middle route to show up. And on online, often people get the middle route to show up for you, which is great. And I mean, it's so similar here. It's just like a new mechanic, like a shortcut where you have to trigger like a box, like trigger a switch. I never really had anything quite like this before, so love to see it. And this track has the best music of any of the new tracks. I'm serious. I love the music on this one. I'm not getting that. We're just gonna go for the main route here. Okay, but anyway, best music. Never gonna get tired of it. Yoshi's Island, another A-tier track. I'm in a good mood, so the tracks are getting really good ratings. Bangkok Rush, I mean, I do not know much about the city in general, so I will not be pointing out different monuments and landmarks like I was on London Loop earlier, but the track is good, and lap 3 is so cool. I mean, I don't want to spoil anything. I played this one once already, and I did find a shortcut, so I'm sure many of you already know about it by now, but regardless, when we get to it on, I believe it's lap 2, I can't wait to show you guys. Meanwhile, I'm gonna trick off this dude's boat. I'm sure he appreciated that. And go for a snipe on Toad. Get wrecked. Let's go. He even had the banana, but he dropped it at the perfect time. Wow, I can't believe I actually connected that. I love sniping in this game. It's just so much more free than Mario Kart Wii. I mean, the smart bouncing is for real. Okay, I did not get a trick off that. I guess maybe that part's not trickable. Loving the top section. I mean, whoa! Wow, Toad got his revenge. Come here, Toad. Come here. I'm in the battle of Toad. I don't care about the track anymore. Toad wreaking havoc. All right, there we go. There we go. Okay, so I actually want a bag because I want to, you know, get mushrooms. I need at least 1 mushroom for this shortcut. And you guys are going to want to see the shortcut. Check out this shortcut right here. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have mushrooms. That's probably not going to help me get mushrooms, but I did it anyway. And Toad, I'm going to get you off the glider ramp because I'm evil. All right, we're going to wait here. Let's let the Koopalings pass me, and let me show you guys this shortcut. Oh, perfect, we got mushrooms. So first of all, you want to trick off this, and then you land in the off-road, and then you're able to mushroom to safety, and it's a really nice shortcut. It's clever, and I like how they're actually doing stuff with the glider sections. Sometimes when you're just gliding and nothing is happening, like Sunshine Airport, and you're just like, come on, like what's the point of this? But other times when you have options, trickable sections, shortcuts combined with glider routes, then the glider's being used to more of its full potential, restored to its former Mario Kart 7 glory. And here we go, really fun section of the track. I mean, what even is this? Feels very custom track-esque. And okay, well, I got the blue shell dodge, but I didn't even get to show you guys what I was here to show you guys, which is the bouncing tent mushroom. I got so stressed out by the blue shell, I drifted and escaped to safety. Alright, well, I mean, you guys will have to see it in a different video, even though most of you already know what I'm talking about. But anyway, the top of the tents is bounceable mushrooms. You can get a ton of mushroom boosts, and it is so cool. Bangkok Rush gets S tier, but like I said, I'm in a good mood, so everything's getting good ratings. Mario Kart DS put hundreds of hours into this game as a kid, and this is the track I was second most excited for. And they did a phenomenal job with it. I was always wondering, I was like, why did they never bring back DS Mario Circuit? Best Mario Circuit they ever made, and it just goes unnoticed. And it was a Star Cup Mario Circuit. I mean, was there ever a Star Cup Mario Circuit? I feel like they're always Mushroom and Flower Cup. So anyway, ran over DS Mario Circuit, everyone. Let's go. And there's a really cool shortcut on this level too. And I might as well spoil it. But let me get mushrooms first. Yes! Alright, here we go. I don't really know if this is going to work on 150cc. Yeah, I think I tried to cut too much. But anyway, you can actually jump over the fence and you'd skip the item boxes, but maybe you don't need the item boxes. And it is a really cool strat. So I'll try to show it a little better next lap. Another thing you can do that's interesting on this track, first of all, Can you get mushrooms? Oh, you don't get mushrooms from the Goombas. That'd be so cool. You can actually get height right here and skip this corner and jump over the bush. I don't really know how useful that is, but the fact that it exists is really cool, and it might only be a 200cc thing. I have yet to play this track on 150. I played it on 200 because I saw that fence shortcut. I had to try it out. Couldn't help myself, and thoroughly surprised. I mean, everything's surprising me with Wave 4 Booster Course Pass. Alright, so we'll do a little simpler shortcut. Alright, not executed to perfection, but it's really cool that that's even in the level in the first place. The fact you can hop over the fence, it doesn't count you out of bounds. They allow you to go over there and then get back to the main road. There's definitely shortcut potential there. I don't know if it'll be the best shortcut on the level, but something tells me it will be. Something tells me you can probably cut a lot there if you do it properly. It's just not super easy. And then, you know, you still have the classic shortcuts everywhere. I love it. I mean, this track is just shortcuts everywhere. It's going to be great for online. It's going to be a great equalizer track. I feel like it's one anyone can win on, although the ending will be tough for new players with the double U-turn section. And Wiggler coming out to play at the end. Oh, baby. Love to see it. All right. And then no Piranha Plant on the left there. Made it a little bit easier. And no anti-gravity, just a very simplistic retro track with some nice detail all around the track. Some great additions. DS Mario Circuit is back. That is an easy S tier for me. And now we have Waluigi Stadium. Obviously very excited for this one, and they did some really cool things with this one. Just adding these top platform routes where you can use the zippers, the mushroom boost zippers, because they are literally mushroom boosts. And you can get to the top routes, cut the corners a little differently. Nintendo's getting clever. And this section's quite a bit different too. We got multiple trick ramps here at the beginning instead of just one, and then untrickable little mini bumps like in Mario Kart Wii, and these are trickable. And we'll go up here. Is there an item up here? There is, and I missed it. Alright, enjoying my mushroom boost. And maybe there's some wall trick shenanigans like in Mario Kart Wii. And oh my gosh, I forgot I'm on Inside Drift. What am I doing? I just had to use the Yoshi bike with Green Birdo. It made sense in my head. Alright. And we are gonna showcase the new routes. That is what we are here to do. So we're going up top. And that is very cool. And we're not gonna get up top here. We have such a weird angle on that. We'll show you guys that one next lap. But it's a glider, unlike the first one, so don't know how useful it'll be. I mean, granted, whenever I see gliders, I always think about the motion glider, which is the fastest way to travel in the air, and you see those motion glider world records everywhere. Anytime there's a glider ramp in a world record, there's probably motion gliding involved. That's what it feels like. I'm guessing there's probably a shroomless mud shortcut right there, because you can see on the left, it appears that, you know, you can drive on the side just like you can in Mario Kart Wii. Well, we'll try that out next lap. Turn skip! Oh, I wonder if the turn skip's possible. Gonna have to lab some of these things. It might be, especially on 200cc. Okay, we're just gonna go up straight. Oh, we barely got up there before he got wrecked. Oh, okay, I keep forgetting I'm on Inside Drift, guys. I have no idea what I'm doing on Inside Drift. This track looks beautiful though. I mean, the muddy, glossy texture, it's super sleek. And the track feels very alive. So much polish. It's gonna be a joy to play online. Sorry, Mario. And Mario's getting blued. It's really nice how in this game you can get a drift started when you're at such low speed. In Mario Kart Wii, like with the best vehicles, they always have such bad acceleration that if you ever hit off-road, you're like dead. One thing I really like about this track too is they actually put coins inside the tires at the shortcut, and that was a really nice touch. And then this corner is a lot more forgiving. In Mario Kart Wii, that is a sharp corner and people always get screwed over there. So, Waluigi Stadium gets A tier. I really like what they did with it. It's a beautiful track. Another city that I do not know much about, but I mean, it's an extravagant, very small place, and I mean, the airport is what I mostly know Singapore for. And that building on the left, I've seen that before in real life in pictures. Wow. Okay. So, this is the best wave so far when it comes to tracks. I mean, last wave included the custom item mode, and I don't know if we can beat that with this wave. But these tracks are phenomenal, and I'm so happy with them. And I'm really excited to see what Wave 5 and 6 have in store for us. Like, they're putting in effort with the booster course pass. It's better than I thought it was going to be. And, oh, the Goombas. Look at the Goombas. Just me and the Goomba hanging out on top of the world. Singapore Speedway. And is that a blimp? Oh my gosh. That is actually a blimp. Shortcut! Getting a little carried away as per usual. And now we got to make the comeback. Okay, the fact that there is a soccer/football field makes me very happy. Although I feel like it's a missed opportunity to not put like an item box in the center of the soccer field, because I don't really know why you'd want to land there. I guess if you're getting, yeah, I don't really know why you'd want to land there. You're probably going to want to glide longer. It's just kind of visual detail. But the fact you can even land on the soccer field in general, like, I love that. That's so great. I wish they would have done a little more with that. Maybe I'm missing something. But yeah, once again, we are not just on regular street like we are in Tokyo Blur. We're weaving through the city, checking out all these different sections, really bringing the city to life. I mean, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, great for tourism. I want to visit Singapore after playing this track. And I'm sure, you know, I'm sure these Toad's factory conveyor belts are only helping the case. I mean, this is great. It's a very futuristic feeling city. I feel like I'm, you know, Disneyland or Disney World, like the Tron ride. I just feel like I'm on the Tron ride. I've never even been on the Tron ride, and I feel like I'm on the Tron ride. It just has that same sort of like cyberpunk, like futuristic like feel to it. Yeah. I do not know the layout of this one at all. Like, I ran through most of these once, and I spent a lot of time on DS Mario Circuit and DK Summit, because those were the most exciting to me. And I'm really happy about the fact that, you know, they're adding more characters. I mean, the fact they're changing the character stats is crazy, though. Like, that's still freaking me out. But overall, gonna hop online next. I will see you guys there. Thank you for watching. Be sure to hit subscribe. There's gonna be Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC videos coming out every single second on this channel.